Good. We're good. We're good. We're going. We're live. So, hi, I'm Jessica Lewis, and the name of my company is Sculpt Your Life, and we're here at the Cancer Support Community again this week to do some Tai Chi, really great stuff. I think we're on to something. Last week we just kind of began at the beginning and went right through, and y'all really had a good time. So why don't we do that?
No, we picked 10 of them and we went 10 of them.
We did?
Yes, we did.
I thought we did the whole thing. We did the whole thing.
Stand my wife.
Hey, we did the whole thing.
I know for a fact that we only did 10.
Well, there have definitely been times where we've only done 10. Absolutely, that's been true. So, yeah, so I mean, here's the thing. I've been told that I talk too much. It's entirely possible that's true. And what really teaches you the Tai Chi Chuan practice, because it's really so simple compared to a lot of Tai Chi practices, which can be quite complex. But the thing about the Tai Chi Chuan practice is doing it is what really teaches you. I think they should change our nomenclature to accredited Tai Chi Chuan showers because doing the practice is what really teaches you to practice. I'm not really teaching you so much as just sort of like pointing things out. But there is something to be said for beginning at the beginning and just sort of running right through, although we can definitely mix and match the moves depending on what we like to do or what we remember. The practice does kind of build. Can you feel how it kind of like it starts slow and it kind of builds up? You ever had that? Yeah. So it's a lot of fun to just start at the beginning and run right through the end. So I think that's what we're going to do. And how's everybody feeling today? Or raise your hand if you feel like you're going to be doing the practice standing. Ah, there's maybes. So we'll probably do like a hybrid class, little standing, little seated. Yeah, yeah. But since we're all seated right now, let's just spend a few moments, just sort of settling into the body, refamiliarizing ourselves with how the body feels. That's a good idea. Let's all take a nice big breath and just exhale. And let's do one more. Pretend you're breathing in through your feet all the way up to the top of your head. And when you exhale, exhale all of it back down through the feet. Nice. And if you feel really stable in your chair, if you don't feel like you might lose your balance, you can go ahead and close your eyes for this part if you like. And if you're leaning back against the chair back, the rest, just see if you can scooch a little bit forward. So the goal is for you to find the sweet spot for your upper body where it's very upright, kind of like a column or a stack of Oreo cookies, but you don't have to work to put it there. Just find the spot where it kind of sits on top of your pelvis. And maybe just visualize your head as sort of a half empty helium balloon and see if that helps it kind of lighten up, float up a little bit. Maybe just think about your spine as the string hanging down from the balloon. For me, all that, really helps me feel like sitting in a chair is no effort at all. And just feel your hands resting on your legs. Doesn't have to be like this, but sort of put your knees kind of in front of your hips and just sort of let your feet be right below your knees. And just pick a spot to focus on with your mind's eye somewhere inside your body. It's probably best if you pick a spot anywhere between your belly button and your knees. And we're going to just look at this spot as closely as we can with your mind And of course, if the mind wanders, that's normal. Nothing is wrong with that. And let's begin all that by calling the bell. Here we go. Go ahead and bring your attention back to the room. And again, since we're sitting, why don't we just do rocking motion in the chair? And then if you all feel like standing up, you can. Yeah. So just feel your body resting. Just let your weight kind of shift towards the back of your butt. And let your hands sort of hang down by your sides, fingers, palms and fingers facing towards the front. And here we go. I'm going to try not to talk so much today. So you got to keep your eyes glued on me. This way you'll know what I'm doing. And even if you know the moves, just keep your eyes glued on me and let's all just flow together.
Should our upper bodies be moving too? Like I feel like my upper body is moving. Or should we try to keep that?
That's a good question. Well, the whole upper body moves a little bit forward and then moves a little bit back, but it remains very upright. Can you feel how the whole thing is kind of moving forward like a column? If it doesn't feel like that, then you might be leaning. And that's not wrong, it's just extra. Right? I think the trickier part is finding the sweet spot for your arms. You know, that like there's a way to do Rocky motion with no arm motion at all, you know, and there's a way to do it with way too much arm motion. And somewhere in the middle is when you start to do it with like as little human effort as you can manage. That's always the best way. We use the effort of no effort. Right? So maybe just check in with your shoulders too and ask them, do they feel like they're really getting a workout? If the answer is yes, then you might be using more muscles and effort than you intend to. Nice. I feel my elbows bending a little bit right here and then kind of unbending. I don't know, but to me, that's a little less work than the shoulder thing. Why don't we do three more? I guess I miscounted. And here's our last one. And just feel your body resting. Nice. Just really feel the sensations in your body when it's resting for a moment, because in a moment we're going to move, and I want you to notice how much of your body still feels like it's resting. That's That's the coolest thing about Tai Chi Chuan. It's like the exercise that gives you all the benefits of exercise and uses almost none of the muscles that you use when you're doing exercise, you know? It feels a lot like rest too at the same time. Let's do bird flaps and swings while we're still in the chair. So you're going to put your hands close together. And again, we're just going to let the weight shift a little bit towards the front of the butt. Here we go. Good. Comes a little circle. Here we go again. There's a little circle. There we go. Let's do one more set. Just notice where your fingertips end up when they flip out there at the side. Right there. That's going to be the beginning and the end of your circle. Here's the beginning. Here's the end. Yeah, good. And here we're just going to rest. Nice. I'll tell you what, let's do one more move seated, and then we'll do it standing. So just place your left foot like ever so slightly out there, and I'm mirroring you, right? We're gonna put our hands back here. And again, just sort of feel the upper body moving forward and back like a column. We're gonna let the weight shift towards the front of your butt. The hands are gonna go around the platter. Feel the weight shifting towards the back of your butt. That's it. Nice. Good. We're going to do one more. That would be a 9 total. And we're going to rest. Nice. Just feel your head like right over top of your body, sort of like a grapefruit on top of the column. Right? Let's do the other side. Put your right foot a little bit out there. Good. And just see if you feel the whole column and the grapefruit moving forward like that and back. Just see. Here we go. You feel it, Kathy? A little bit? Yeah, good. I feel my belly expanding right here and then contracting. That's really more a function of what's going on in the pelvis, though. Because when you let the weight shift forward, the pelvis kind of spills forward. Let the weight shift back, it kind of tips back up. And the spilling forward kind of expands the belly a little bit there. Let's do one more. We'll call this 9. And we'll flow back to rest. Good. And I'm going to stand for the next one. Y'all don't have to. If you want to stand with me, what you're going to do is sort of put your feet in a little bit of a V, whatever feels comfortable to you, with your heels a little close to your toes. And we're going to let the tailbone tuck a little bit. So you almost get a little bit of a I'm sitting down in a chair feeling that you have right now while you're sitting in a chair, right? My knees just moved a little forward. The guys online can see. And my tailbone tucked under a little bit. And I really, really, really feel my feet touching the ground. That's important. And then you just put your hands kind of where they were when they were resting on your legs. Good. And then Just like we did a minute ago, we want one of those legs to get out there further than the other. So let's let the left leg get out there first. So I'm just going to let all the weight shift away from it and then just extend what I hope is an empty left knee. Yeah. We'll put the hands back here. And let's do a round the platter variation. It's just a little change in the hands here. There it is. Good. That's it. Good. I'm going to step a little sideways so the folks online can see me. Nice. Let's do one more. Nice. Good. And let's let your right leg get out there now. Good. Here we go. And regardless if you're seated or standing, we're all letting the weight flow forward and back. Still feel that upper body kind of acting like a column with a grapefruit on top. I think this is 9. We'll call it 9. Nice. Let's do bass drum. We'll start with your left foot out there. Put the hands up here. Here we go. Good. We'll do just 6 of these. Save a little time. Nice. One more. Nice. Other side. Good. If you're really body conscious, can you feel the weight shifting in a very subtle way through your feet too? Do you feel that? Let's do one more. I think this was 6. It took me years to start to notice that, but now that I've noticed it, I can't unnotice it. It's very subtle, very subtle. Let's do daughter on the mountaintop. We'll start with the left foot out. Good. And you're just going to turn your palms over. Yeah, here we go. Let's do one more. Nice. Let's do the other side. I'll face my live audience sideways here. So we're going to put the right foot out there now. Here we go. And before you go anywhere, just notice how your upper arms are just kind of hanging down there. And they'll still kind of feel like that when the hands come up. It's like we're just coming up from the elbows down, if that makes sense. That's it. Let's do one more. Nice. Let's do Daughter in the Valley. I'll sit for this one. Okay. Start with your left foot out, and the hands are going to come here. There we go. I love this one because I feel the column with the grapefruit coming forward, and I feel the hands coming up to the grapefruit. You feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do one more. Nice. Let's do the other side. It's like your face are coming forward to meet your hands, or your hands are coming up to meet your face, depending on how you look at it. Let's do one more. Nice. Let's do half of carry the ball to the side seated, and we'll do the other half standing. How's that sound? Does that sound good? All right, so in the side to side moves, we're just going to let sort of this part of the body turn or rotate from side to side. So the whole column is going to rotate, but the grapefruit's going to stay facing forward. So if you're looking at me right now, I want you to stay looking at me, okay? And we'll just let this part of your body sort of turn from side to side. So let the column only turn towards your right, and keep your eyes on me, but you're going to notice that your shoulders kind of pivoted a little bit. You feel that? So there's a hole over here where your right shoulder used to be, so we're going to put the hands in. Good. And we're just going to turn back to the left. It's going to pull the hands. Let's do 3 rotations. That's 1, 2. Good. On the third one, we're just going to rest. And we're going to start again. Here we go. Good. See, it is chilly in here today, Vanessa, isn't it? It's chilly. It's only 13 degrees outside. A balmy summer day. Let's do one more. Just thinking about it. Getting hot. Let's do one more set. Nice. I just notice how one knee comes forward and one slides back. So there's a little involvement from the hips down when you're seated. And we're going to rest. Good. So I'm going to do the reverse side standing. Y'all can stay seated if you like. But I don't know if you noticed that one knee was sliding forward and kind of bending a little more, and then the other one. Did you feel that or see it? It's kind of like what happens when you're standing. One knee bends while the other elongates, and then they switch. All right, so here we are resting. If you're standing with me, and we're going to let all the weight drop down into the left leg first, then we're going to let the column portion of your body turn to the left, and then your empty right leg is going to go out. So this leg is bent right now, the other one's straight. Now they're going to switch. And they're going to switch again as you come back. That's it. That's it. And if you're standing, you're just going to rise up on the leg that was filling up. And let's do that again. Nice. Good. And one more. That's it. Very good. Let's just rest here. Let's do push, pull, and pulling in the energy first. So we're going to start with the left foot out, and we're going to flow together. Let's all do it together. Let's do 6 of these. Nice. That was really good. Let's do one more. And the other side. One more. Nice. Let's do pulling in the energy with your left foot out first. Here we go. Nice. Let's do one more. We're going to rest. I'm going to do the other side of pulling in the energy from a seated position. I'll do it sideways here. Let's go ahead and put the right foot out there. And just feel the uprightness of the column with the grapefruit on top. And just feel the whole thing moving forward and coming back. It's a very subtle movement. You just feel it kind of pushing the hands out there and pulling them back. Let's do one more. Nice. Awesome. Let's do pulling taffy. I'll do the first pulling taffy movement from the chair, and then maybe I'll do the other standing. Okay, so we're going to do side to side. So we're going to let, again, this part of the body kind of rotate from side to side. So let it go ahead and turn towards your right, and just sort of notice how your left shoulder just came out there. So you're just going to place the left arm right across your belly, right? Like you're holding a tray, and you're going to put the other arm right on top, right? You can even pretend you've got like a tray and you've got like a napkin on your tray, right? And so when that middle portion of your body turns to the left, it's like you're just pulling the napkin right off the top of the tray. Yeah? And then you come back to rest in the middle here. Good. But your eyes are going to stay on me, right? That way you'll be able to follow me better anyway. Good. Nice. Let's do it again. It's almost like the top hand just slips off the bottom hand. And at the last minute, you kind of ground with that hand. Let's do one more, just like that. Nice. Very good. And we're just going to rest right here. All right. Let's do anchor tapping. We'll do one set in the chair and then I'll stand up for the rest. So we're going to start the same way, only instead of to the side, we're just going to go a little bit forward and then we're going to come right back to rest in the middle here. And now we're going to pull tappy from your right to your left. That's it. Good. Now we're going to move a little bit forward. You're going to feel your weight shift a little bit to the front of the butt and then right back to where you started. Good. That's really good, guys. That's it. So here's what it looks like standing. Now we're going to set the movement up the same way. Only if you're standing, your empty foot is going to go forward and it's going to be a little pigeon-toed. So here we go. Forward, but then right back. Good. Now we're going to pull tappy to the side. That's it. And just watch my body, from about the groin up, and you'll see how I'm doing exactly what we did a moment ago when I was in the chair. Only I'm moving a little bit bigger because my feet are farther apart than when you're sitting down. Nice. Let's do one more set. Nice. Nice. And we're just going to rest. Y'all look great today. Much less effort than even just a few months ago. Does it feel easier? Yeah, we're in the groove. We're all moving together. Yeah, you actually can feel an energetic difference when we all move in unison. Like, yeah, you can feel it. It's difficult to describe in words, but it's obvious to most people. All right, let's do wrist circles, Taffy. I'll do one set in the chair and then I'll stand. Okay. So again, let's just all move together. Even if we're doing slightly different things, just moving all in unison. You create an energy in the group when we move all together. So we're just going to let the weight shift a little bit towards the back of the butt. We're going to pull the hands off the legs. And then as we move towards the front of the butt, the fingertips are going to get sent forward. Let's do that again. Good. We're all just going to turn to your right, and then we're going to pull taffy to your left. That's it. That looks really good. Let's do that again. Nice. Rest. Good. And if you're standing, it looks almost the same. Let's do it together. That's it. Nice. One more set. Very beautiful. Nice. Let's do perpetual motion tapping 2 different ways. So do a seated and standing. Let's just do one hand today. Yeah, I just want you to kind of feel this turning of this body, this part of the body, and just kind of feel the shoulders kind of doing this, and kind of feel the shoulders kind of placing the hand, yeah, where it needs to go. And if your hand's not doing anything, you can just let it hang down, you know? In fact, you know what? I tell you what, let's break with tradition and we're just going to rest like this. Okay? Just sort of feel your body at rest. Feel your column and your grapefruit facing forward. Right? And let's all let that part of the body turn towards your right. And it's just going to kind of place the left arm across your belly. Good. And now as we turn to the left, you're going to feel the right arm getting placed. That's it. We're just going to go back and forth. That's it. Like we're passing cookies from side to side. We're like a cookie passing machine here. Let's do one more set. And we're going to rest just by coming back to the middle. Nice. I'm going to do it standing. Same thing, just one arm. Y'all do exactly what you just did. Okay. All right. So I'm just resting with my legs hanging down. With my legs. Hands. I'm just going to let my hands hang down here. Good. All right. And I'm just going to let this portion of my body turn towards your right, but that's going to mean I'm going to let all the weight flow down into my right leg too. Good. And as I move to the left, here comes the right arm. Of course, I'm mirroring. And let your toes angle out. That's it. You'll feel the heel on the lengthening leg, the emptying out leg. You feel it get lighter. Do you feel that? That's it. And then you just sort of release the toe and the whole foot's off the ground. That's how easy to do it. Let's do one more set. And right here, we're going to rest. You got it, Jess. So when we're resting, the feet are sort of in a V. And when we're doing the side to side moves, they're in the same shape, they're just farther apart. It is easier, right? Easier is better. Let's do 2 different ways. Let's do working the pulley 2 different ways. So we'll do it seated and standing. The last couple of years, I started noticing that doing it seated makes the standing one so much easier for this particular move. Okay, so we're going to start by letting the left leg get out there just a little bit. So you're going to put your left hand up here, right hand. Yeah. Just take a moment to notice how this lower arm is parallel to your leg, right? And this upper arm, the fingers are about the height of your shoulder, and they're sort of right in front of your shoulder too. In fact, actually, both hands are right over top of your legs. So whichever direction they're going, the hands are going to sort of flow out like about as far apart and parallel like your legs are. Does that make sense? Yeah. All right, so all we're going to do is let this portion of your body, you just turn from side to side. It's going to move the hands for you. So here we go. That's it. And the more you turn your body from side to side, I have to scooch a little forward in my chair because the back of the chair gets in the way. The more you turn your body, can you feel how the arms get farther and farther away from your body and you don't have to do it? You feel that? Let's do one more. And when you come back to about the middle, you're just gonna, yeah. And let's do the other side. Seated. We'll do 6 on this side. Awesome. Yeah, now this arm is, just like parallel to your leg. So here we go. So no matter which arm is doing what, there's always one that's about the height of your shoulder, and there's always one that's about parallel to your leg. They just switch. That's it. Let's do one more. And if you want to stand, please do. It's very, very easy. I'm going to really focus on exactly the same things we focused on a minute ago, mostly just from here to here. Okay? I'll just be letting my weight sort of shift forward and back at the same time. But mostly I'm just going to focus on what's going on from here to here. So we're going to start with your left leg forward. So the left hand's up here, right hand's here. Good. Just really with your mind's eye, I want you to notice what's happening from here to here and let it kind of control your arms and legs. Here we go. That's it. Good. Let's do one more. Let's do the other side. I'm laughing because in traditional Tai Chi, this move is called repulse monkey. Repulse monkey. And I saw this really funny cartoon a couple of years ago. It was like Far Side, a Gary, what's his name, Far Side cartoon. It was two monkeys talking to each other, and they're watching this old Asian guy do Tai Chi under a tree. And one monkey says, "I hate that move." And the other monkey said, "I do too. It's repulsive." It's just, it's just a funny, it was a funny cartoon. Let's do one more. Nice. Very nice. Let's do light at the top of the head, light at the temple, and I'll do the first part standing, I'll do the second part seated. So here we go. Good. And we're just going to shift a little back, a little forward, a little back. One more time. Good. And we're going to mix forward, and we're going to hold. And we're going to do it again. A little backward, a little forward. And we're going to kind of fold the energy up into your chest. And just feel your body resting. And if you want to do the second half seated, you may. Here we go. Up to your temples. Here we go. A little backward, a little forward. Good. Good. And mixing forward. And we're going to hold. And we're going to rest. Let's do 2 joyous breaths in the chair, and I'll do 2 more standing. Okay? So if you're going to do it in the chair with me, we're all going to use the same kind of breathing, right? It's just that we won't have to sidestep a little bit because we're already in just the right position to do joyous breath if you're seated. So here we go. Good. And just flow back to rest. And if you were doing it standing, right, you would start like this. And just let your left foot shift out a little bit to the side. And let's do it again. We'll do 2 more. I guess we'll do 3. I'm so used to doing 3. Good. And we're just going to flow back to rest. So none of us will need a little coffee this afternoon like we often do. We feel more energized when we left than when we came. Let's do 2 sets of passing clouds, 1 seated, 1 standing. And we will start by letting this part of the body turn to the left. Okay? But keep your grapefruit forward. I want to keep your eyes on me. Okay? That way you can watch me. All right? So here we go. Just notice how the turning of that middle portion of your body, the column, just naturally moves your arms for you. Can you feel that? Yes. This is a very natural feeling, this move. It's really good. I lost count. We're going to call this next one the 6th set. And when we get back to the middle, we're just going to end. Nice. Very easy. Let's do it again. Standing if you want. If you don't, then just do it seated. Extra prizes. All right, so here we go. We're always starting by letting that middle portion of your body turn to the left. See how my feet are in the same position they were when I was resting, only they're farther apart. You see that? Yeah. Nice. Let's do one more. Oh, nice. Awesome. Let's do 6 healing sounds. Don't worry if you don't know the sounds. I'll just do them for everybody. All right. And I'm going to do it standing because I think it'll be easier for you guys to follow from your chair if I'm standing. Okay. And I'm going to mirror you. So if I move this hand, although it's my right, you may want to move your left, but if you don't, it's okay. All right, so here we are resting, either standing or seated. We're going to start with the, middle portion of your body going forward. So that's going to push your left hand forward too. We go forward again with both hands. Good. You turn a little bit to your right so we can flow to the left with the hands. Now the right hand's going forward. Both hands. You're going to rotate a little bit to the left so the hands can flow to the right. That's it. Let's do it all again. That's it. We're going to do one more set. Let's flow back and forth. One more. And let's rest. Nice. Good. And we're going to end with cosmic consciousness pose. If you're not standing, don't worry about anything you see happening from here down on me. I'll do that part first. All right, here we are just resting. And I'm not mirroring, by the way. Okay. So if you're standing, you just sort of lift the left heel and drop it down very lightly on your right ankle. Now all of us together, let the arms rise up. Find that really, that kind of sweet spot where this doesn't feel like a big effort. And you let your fingers overlap. The left set of fingers is the ones that are going to be closer to your body than the right. And now we're just going to let it all flow back to rest. Ah, nice. And let's do a little bit more of our seated meditation. Go ahead and close your eyes if you like. If you feel stable, not like you're going to lose your balance, you can close them. And just really check in with the body and find the sweet spot so that your upper body is just kind of sitting on top of your pelvis without any work. See if you can let your head float a little bit, let the spine hang down from it. Just pick a spot to focus your attention on, anywhere between the belly button and the knees, I think would be best. And let's call the bell. Here we go. Go ahead and bring your attention back to the room. We did it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. We did it. And all it takes is me talking less and cutting some of the repetitions down to 6 from 9. But we still got a sense of sort of the flow. Yeah,
Movement.
it's movement. Movement is medicine. It's actually the better medicine, really, in the grand scheme of things. So anyway, I was, and I still am Jessica Lewis. The name of my company is Sculpt Your Life. If you are a cancer thriver and or a caregiver of someone who is dealing with cancer, you are eligible to be in the room here for free. So just reach out to my wonderful supervisor, Erica Narducci, the program director, and she will help you get in here, be here weekly from 12 to 1. Otherwise, you can continue to join us on the live stream. For years now, we've been doing every second and fourth Wednesdays at 12, just like you're seeing here. But this is a lovely crew here. If you'd ever thought about coming live, you'd just really like the people. They're great. So I guess I'm going to turn that off. And if y'all have questions, feel free because we have extra time.